Have you ever thought about what it would be like to live without constant anxiety? Not having to hide your feelings or worry about being judged for them? Imagine being fully free to express yourself fully. Wouldn't that feel amazing? Today, I'm going to walk you through a method I've used for turning my anxiety into bliss. Now, let's be real. Most of us live with anxiety because we've learned to push down emotions that we were taught were bad. We are told not to show anger, not to cry in front of others, and to always stay in a control. But all this hiding will create tension and it creates stress. And over time, that is what actually builds into anxiety. It's a perpetual suppression of your emotions and not being able to fully express them. But what if I told you that anxiety isn't the actual problem? It's not. What if it's just a side effect of all your emotions you're not allowing yourself to feel? Because anxiety is actually just the signal that we're not living true to ourselves, that we're not letting our real emotions flow. And one of the biggest emotions that causes anxiety when we hold it back is anger. Think about it. We've been told to be polite and calm even when we're angry. So instead of expressing it somehow, we bury it. And over time, that anger becomes anxiety. But if we learn to release this anger in healthy ways, we can actually free ourselves from anxiety. And this is exactly what I've done, doing dynamic meditations and active meditations. I have a link below in the description if you want to join our group where we do this all together. Back to it. The solution isn't to push the anger away or even pretend that it's not there. The answer is to feel it. It's to recognize it. And then we let it go. This is how we start living without anxiety, without having to feel heavy or always having to be perfect or polite. Let's try an experiment. The next time you feel angry, take a big breath. Notice where you feel it in your body. Maybe it's in your chest, maybe it's in your head, but breathe into it. Allow yourself to feel it without judging it. Give your mind a break. Feel it. You're not letting that feeling turn into tension or stress because you're allowing yourself to feel it. You don't distract yourself. You don't go to your phone. You don't push it further down. You can look at animals. In nature, animals don't get anxious because they are true to themselves. They don't hold back how they feel. If a dog is scared, it runs. If it's excited, it barks and jumps around. And yeah, I know some dogs are very domesticated and are forced to repress their emotions. As you can see, some dogs, not in nature, but some dogs are anxious, and you can see why. But animals outside don't try to appear to be polite or hide their feelings like humans do. Instead, they're completely natural. But as humans, we've been taught to overthink and keep our emotions hidden. That is what creates anxiety. Coming back around, how do we release this? You have to start being true to your emotions, all across the board, even the ones you don't like. You gotta embrace the parts of yourself that society might judge as negative or wrong. Because when you start to express these emotions in a healthy way, you're clearing away anxiety little by little. What's really helped me is doing the active meditations where I will take 10 minutes to be as angry as possible, but also conscious. And I will circumnavigate that meditation with joy after that anger passes. Another thing to remember is that in life, easy is right. You don't need to force yourself to feel calm or perfect. So anytime you feel uneasy, it's probably a sign that you're trying too hard to fit into someone else's idea of how you should be. Being anxious often means we're not being true to ourselves. But when we accept ourselves as who we are, exactly as we are, anxiety does not have power over us. It's super easy to think that you need to be better or perfect before you can feel happy. And the constant bombardment of expectations and ideals perpetrates our subconscious. But what we're really looking for is a way to be ourselves without an apology. And that's something we can do anytime, literally anytime. Let's put this into practice. Begin by letting yourself feel emotions fully and express them, even if they're uncomfortable. If you're angry, you can be angry. You don't have to direct it towards anyone. You shouldn't direct it towards anyone. You should allow yourself to feel that and express that in your own space. If you're sad, you allow yourself to feel it. Be sad in your own space. By accepting these emotions, you're releasing them instead of letting them build into anxiety. And this is what brings an inner peace. You don't need to change yourself. It's not about becoming different. It's not about forcing yourself to act a certain way, forcing yourself to meditate, to sit down, to lift weights, to eat healthier. Those are all things you're adding Let's take away this bullshit field of emotions that we cover ourselves in with suppression. It's about removing the mask and just being real. Each time that you allow yourself to do this, you're reducing your anxiety and you're finding a little more freedom. Anxiety will grow when we're caught in the future, or when we're worried about the future or worried about the past. Also, this is about awareness and being present. Whether you're doing deep breathing, sitting outside, or even just taking a walk, try a little bit each day to be aware and mindful of what you're doing. And this will help you let go of anxiety and feel calm. Just picture your life without all the pressures to hide who you are. Imagine feeling at ease and calm. When you stop hiding your true feelings and you start letting them flow naturally, you're creating the space for happiness to enter into your life. So let's drop the anxiety, the need to control everything, need to control your feelings, and the worry about what people think. Let's drop it. Let's welcome the freedom of being real, because peace isn't something you need to chase. It's already within you. I used to think it was something outside of me, but it's already within you, waiting for you to release everything you don't need. Dust on the screen you can't see until you clear. With that said, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like if you found this valuable. I'm also launching a meditation community, which is definitely unlike any other community I've been a part of or have seen, where we dance, we sing, we laugh. We're going to do this online via Zoom and school and allow ourselves to really feel and release these pent-up suppressions. So join me if that resonates. It's really fun to do in a group because you really do have to drop the idea of what people think. Until next time.